Rocketman just came in yesterday from the library. I got quite a few movies watched yesterday, which was really amazing, like I did quite a bit today. Rocketman. Taron Egerton is fantastic as Elton John. This is all about the story of how Elton John became Elton John. You get to see him go from a music prodigy who wants to be a rock star into the man we know as Elton John. This film also does not shy away from his drug problems and his drinking and drug addiction. And this does not also does not shy away from his sexual life either. This goes not really in depth. This stops right after he starts going to rehab. The film opens up and he goes into rehab and he's telling everybody in rehab this story of why he's there, where did it all begin, he's asked. So that's what he is doing. He's basically telling the whole story and you're watching it play out. This film is fucking fantastic. I loved this movie. I didn't get a chance to see this in theaters. My local theater did not get Rocketman. They got Godzilla King of the Monsters instead, which I will get to see Godzilla King of the Monsters when it eventually comes to me from the library. I'm number 1 on it right now, and it's not in transit, so it'll be about a week or two. But this film is fantastic, from the music to Taron Egerton's Oscar-worthy, nomination-worthy performance in here. One of the best performances I've seen all year so far, but yet I haven't seen a lot of films yet. This film is basically a musical fantasy, kind of, in a sort of way that I don't want to give away any spoilers because you guys will yell at me. Rocketman is just a film you gotta see. I would not be surprised. Let me just say this. If the Oscars were going to be announcing the nominations tomorrow, and we haven't seen any of the Oscar bait films yet, we haven't, well, unless you're at TIFF, we have not seen things like Ford versus Ferrari, or A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Little Women, Cats. We haven't seen any of those Oscar bait films yet, so we don't know if those are going to be any good. Just imagine if those came out in 2020. Taron Egerton deserves a nomination anyways, but he'd probably get nominated. This year, I don't think he's going to get nominated. I think they're going to overlook this performance because it's earlier in the year. They've kind of forgotten about it. Unless this film did monster box office like Get Out did. Get Out was a surprise hit. Everybody loved Get Out. This got tremendous reviews, just like this one did. But this one got tremendous reviews, stayed popular throughout the year. This opened in February, I believe. This opened in February, and nobody was expecting Get Out to even get a nomination. But it got nominated for multiple things, rightfully so, and won for Best First Screenplay. Well, Best Screenplay for Jordan Peele, which I'm hoping Us gets one, because Us was amazing. Rocketman is one of my favorite films of the year. This is one that I'm going to be looking for on Black Friday. I'm hoping that the DVD is at least $4. I don't really need the Blu-ray. If I came across the Blu-ray for, say, $7, $7 to $8, I'd pick it up. What can I say? I'm a cheap ass. What do you want? I'm a cheap you-know-what. But Rocketman is a great film. I'm going to give Rocketman an A. There's a few pacing issues here and there to not get it to that A+. You start to feel the length a little bit. I think you could have cut about maybe 5 to 10 minutes out of there, and that would have made the pacing perfect. But this film is phenomenal. If you've waited as long as I have, or if you didn't get the chance to see Rocketman, I would highly recommend you buy this movie, especially if you're an Elton John fan. I haven't heard any Elton John fans really complain about this film. He does a great job in this film, and Taron Egerton does a does deserve a nomination for that performance. I mark my words.